Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous videos, we have completed all the backend APIs of Cafe Management System project. If you have not seen those videos, just go to description and check out the link. In upcoming videos, we are going to start with the front-end part of this project. So let us start with that. So first we will talk about the software which is required for running this application. So first you need Node.js. So you have to just Google it, Node.js, and from there you can download the Node.js latest version and install in your system. And after that you have to search Angular CLI. So you have to just click on the first website. From there you are going to get this one CLI package. This one you have to just run in CMD. So you are able to successfully install this Angular CLI in your system. Let me show you which version of Angular CLI and Node I am using right now. So Node version. So 14.15.4, this version I'm using for Node. And let me show you the NG version, Angular version. So 13 point, I think something version I'm using right now. So you can see this version I'm using right now. So these two things you have required to run your front-end part. And one more text editor you can see I'm using right now. That one is VS Code. So let's start with the coding part. So before that, you have to just go to the description of this video and you have to download few files. So if you go to the description, you will get a link for this Cafe Spring Boot Angular frontend zip file. And from there, when you extract this, you will get a frontend folder. So you have to just use these files you are able to see inside of that. And open this file in VS Code. So I already opened that. So let me open this one. Here you can see that. So now we don't have any dependency or node module here, you can see. So first we have to open the terminal and we have to install all the packages for this application. So let me run npm install and it will install all the packages in our system. Let it run and let's discuss more about this is what structure we have in the Angular part. So there's a package.json file. So package.json file. So in this we have all the dependencies or the script which is required to run the project or as well as like for development purpose. So these are the scripts. So ng serve, if you run this one, so it will start the project, build project and deploy that to the different servers. So these things you can see here. After that we have some dependencies like core, CDK, common, few things is already there in your system. Like whenever you create a new project, it will be there. And I already installed the Angular material in this project, Angular material. After that, we have some dependencies. You can see over there for dev dependencies we have. And here you can see our npm node module, all the packages has been installed. So you can see a node module folder has been created over here. So let's move little bit inside. So all the main files or things has been inside src folder. And this is the and here you have to define all the common css we are using in this application. You can put it over here. After that, index.html, the main file of this application, you can say. So here we are displaying the app root, you can see. And here if you want to change the title, you can change it from here, and other things is also there. So after that, there's a environment folder, you can see. So from in this folder we are going to put the URL of this backend APIs. All the URLs we are going to put it over here, and the assets you are going to insert all the images or styles which we are using in this application. You can put it over here also. After that, the main part of this project is app. So in this app we have app modules. You can see this one. This is the main module of this project. After that, there's a app component.ts. You can see there's a selector. You can see the app root which was directly connected with this index.html. Okay, and after that we have HTML file, CSS file for this app component we have, and there's a app routing module. So few things we already created. So let me start this project. So let me run ng serve to start this project. You can also write ng and only s to start this project. After that, we have here, you can see there's a full component is there, right? So let me also more explain about it. So we have bestseller. So all the things related to in the home page we have added few things. So we have put it over here. Let me start. Let it wait for a few seconds to start the project. Project is started successful. Let me open this one. Let me paste it over here. 14200. This localhost 4200, and here you can see it's loading. You can see this one. So this one is the bestseller part. So whatever you're seeing at this point of part, so we have added the code in this one. After that we have dashboard. So let me go to this one URL cafe and dashboard. We have, when we enter, you can see this dashboard. We have whenever page loads, so inside there's a button. So for that we have coded this one dashboard. And after that we have home. So home, if you go to this page back at this place, so this is the home page, you can see. And after that we have layout. So if I go back to this one page, so this is the layout. So this is the header, it's left side is there, and main all the pages we are seeing over here. So all the layout part we have created in this folder. After that, all the components like dialog and other components we are going to create it over here, and few shared files we are going to create in this shared folder. So let us start with that. So first we have to create a like few things we have to add it over here. So first we are going to in environment folder, and we are going to add the URL for this project. So we have to go to the environment.ts, and here we have to write API URL, and the API URL will be http local host 8081. But all the backend APIs is running on this port URL, so we have to connect with that. Once you added this, you have to go to the app component, app module.ts, this one, and one module you have to import it over here. So that will be HTTP client module. So all the for like hitting the API and all, we are going to use this module. So if you press enter, it will import. So where it imported from here, it will import this module. After that, you have to just save this one. And once you save, you have to create a folder over here, like for all the services. So right click on this one, so new folder, and here you have to write services. Press enter. After that, you have to right click on this folder and open in integrated terminal. So it will open for that particular path terminal. Ng generate service, and here you have to write user and press enter. So it will generate a service for that particular for user, not particular user. It will generate a common file. Okay, once you added this one, then you have to first get the URL. So you have to write URL is equals to environment. You have to import it from environment dot API URL, this one. And in the constructor, you have to write private HTTP client, and HTTP client, you have to import this one, and you can see automatically imported from this this one. And if I delete this one, let's see. So it will show the error if you double click on this one, or if you select this one. After that, if I click on this one, from there you can also import this one required. Okay, by default you can get these options in VS Code. And now, as you know, we have to implement the sign up part. So we are going to create a method over here for sign up, and we are expecting data of any type. And inside this, we have to write return this dot HTTP client dot, it should be a post type method, and this dot URL plus, and it should be slash user slash sign up, and we're going to pass the data, and it should be of type, and we also need to pass the header. So new HTTP client headers, and we have to set content type, and that should be application slash JSON, and you can see the sign up method is ready. So we are going to call this method later point of time whenever we are going to call the API. Now we have to generate one more services. So let me write here ng generate service snack bar, this one. So this one will be we are going to use to display the messages, whatever we want to display to the particular user. So for that we are going to use this one, snack bar. So for that we have to write here, and we already imported all the Angular material modules. So let me show you where we have the share module. If you go to the material component module, you can see all the modules we already imported over here. And let's back to the Snackbar services, and here we have to write private underscore or snackbar. You can see snackbar and mat snackbar. This one we have to import. You can see it imported from this place. And after that we have to write few methods. So open snackbar, this one, and whatever the message you want to display, you have to just pass that one, and string. And after that the action type we have defined, we have to pass that one also. So string type, okay, not, it should be comma separated. You can see error has been removed. So now if action is equals to error, so in that case we need to display this one, and else we have to display this one. In if condition, this dot snackbar dot open, and we have to pass the message, and we have to display the horizontal position at which place you want to display this one. So I'm making it as center, end, left, right. Multiple options are there, you can choose it as per your choice. And after that the next is vertical position, and vertical position will be, for me it's top. I'm going to select this one, top. And after that duration, you want to display the message, so I'm making it as 2 seconds, this one 2 seconds. And if you want to apply any CSS, so in that case you can also apply it. So I have created one here. You can see if I go little down in style.scs, there is a name. You can see black snack bar or green, this one. So I'm going to use it if any error occurs. So I'm going to display this design background and all. So I'm going to paste it over here. And after that there's a else condition. We are going to copy the paste the same thing what we are displaying over here. Let me copy this one, let me paste it over here, exactly same, other than only just change the name to green, this one. Let me paste it at this place. We have to just change this one, so it will display as per condition and color. If the action is error, so in that case it will display this part, and if action is other than that, so it will show this one. So our snackbar part coding is also completed. So now we have to generate a sign up page. So for that we have to right click on app folder, open integrated terminal, ng generate component, and then we have to write sign up and press enter. So it will generate a component for us, and you can see a component has been created, sign up. And if I go to the app module, it automatically added that component add for declaration for us. And you can see also there, so updated app module has been updated. So our sign up page has been created. Now first thing we have to do is we have to go to the home, this one, and we have to call that sign up page inside this. Let me close this one first, and let me open this one. Let me go to this page. So here we need a button. So when we click on that button, so the sign up need to be pop up. So let's do that first. So let me go to this place, and in the home component.ts you have to go inside this one, and here we have to write few methods. So private dialog and mat dialog, this one, and you can see this is imported from this place. And after that we need few more, I think, services. No, okay, so leave it for now. So here we need a method to handle sign up action. This one we need to import. So const, sorry, not import, we have to just write this method. After that dialog config, this one new mat dialog config, this one we need to import, and you can see it automatically imported from this place. And once you import this one, so dialog config dot width, we are going to pass the width size, so 550 px, and this dot dialog dot open, we are going to open this dialog, and in this we have to pass the sign up component, this one. So you can see we have imported it from this place, and sign up, and we have to pass that dialog config, this one, and we have to just save this one. And after that we have to move to the home component dot this at this place, and inside this we have to write, inside ul we have to write here li, close the bracket, and we have to write a, and that also need to be closed. And if I click on this one, so it should need to be open that particular method. And here we also need to write sign up, and let me copy the method name from here. So let me copy and paste it over here, and let me save this. So it will build automatically. You can see it's generating the files and it built successfully. Here you can see we are able to see a button. So if I click on this one, it needs to open a pop-up. You can see the sign up works. How this message is visible, so let me go to this one. If I extend the sign up, and if I go to the sign up component.html, you will see that message. So we are able to successfully connect these pages. Okay, now we have to go to the shared folder of this project and right click on this, and we have to click on new files, and here we have to write global constants.ts file. You have to create this file. Inside this we have to create few things, like few URLs. So export class global constants, and after that we have to write here public. So if anything gets wrong, in that case we want to display some message, so that message will be public static generic error, and that should be a string type. So here we are going to write something went wrong, please try again later. So we are going to display this message, and after that few regex we have to write. So regex and public static name regex, and that should be also a string type, and we have to paste this one. So let me copy paste first this 2 times more here, 1 2, and we are going to change the name to email, and the last one will be contact number. So contact number, and after that we are also going to create a variable so public static error, and that should be a string type, and we have to pass the error. And to paste this regex, you have to just go little down in this. There's a one txt file is there. So for the name purpose, we have to copy this one and just paste it over here. And for the email you have to use this regex, so just copy it and paste it over here. And for contact number we are using this one, so let's paste it over here also. So our global constant file is ready now. So after that we have to install a package which will going to display all the loader will be visible whenever any HTTP request going to call. So in that particular time we are going to call that loader, and whenever we get the response from that particular API, we are going to hide that loader and we are going to display whatever the data, whatever the response we are getting from the API. So for that purpose we need a loader, so we are going to install that loader. So let me stop this services which we are already running. After that we have to open the terminal and we have to install npm install ngx-ui-loader, this one. So press enter. So here you can see it has been installed. So let me open and show me the different types of loader we have. You can see this type of loaders we have. You can also search it on Google to get more details about ngx ui loader, and we are going to use this loader in our application. Now we have to go to the app module.ts file to configure this loader actually. So here we have to write const and ngx ui loader config, this one we are going to create, and here we have to write ngx ui loader config, this one we need to import. You can see this one is imported from this place, and after that equals brackets, and we have to display whatever the text we want to display. So I'm writing a loading. You can also write processing, whatever you want you can just write it. After that text color you have to write, so I'm going to write hash f 4 times, this color I want to display. And text position I want to display, so I will make it as center. And bgs color we need to display, so this color should be hash 7 bu1 fa2. You can change the color as per your choice. And fgs color, that will be also same, so I'm just going to copy paste it over here. And after that fgs type, and it should be a spinner. You can see it imported from here, see, and a spinner dot square jelly, this one I'm using in my project, so I'm going to use this one, square jelly. Which one is square jelly? So if I go to this place, if you can find it over here, square jelly, this one I'm using. So there's a different name is there, so you can select as per your choice. Square jelly I'm using. So fg size, and I'm going to make it as 100, has progress bar, so I'm going to make it as false. And what's giving us error? Okay, this one should be fgs size, not only that one, so that's why it's giving us error. Once you added this one, then you have to go to the little bit down of this one, so you have to go to the import at this place, and below this one you have to write here ngx ui loader module, this one dot for root ngx ui loader config, this one we need to pass. You can see this one, and just save this one. And after that you have to go to the app component.html, this file, and here you have to write ngx ui loader, and we have to just close with this one and just save this one. So this part is also completed. So let me start the services again. And now we have to go to the sign up part of this project, and we have to start writing the codes related to sign up. So let's go to the sign up page, and let me go to the sign up component dot over here, and here we have to create few variables first. So password true, and confirm password true. So basically we have added these two, like to we are also hiding and displaying the uh, password. So for that purpose we have added this one. So it's giving us some kind of error, cannot find the modules. Okay, white show, let me check it out. So we have to decrease the ngx ui loader version, so we have to making it as 11, and after that you have to open the new terminal, and here you have to run npm install, so it will install the package according to this version, then it will work fine. Okay, so there's some issues related to version was there, so we are going to fix this by changing this one. Let me close this one, and after that if I run ng serve, so it will build and we are able to open the application. So now let's close this one and get back to the sign up file. Let me also close this one and let me go to the sign up component.ts file. Let me decrease the size of this one, and now we have to create the form. So here I'm going to write here sign up form, and it should be any type, and we are going to write a form group, this one, and response message any, we are going to pass this one. And here you can see our backend service, UI services is running. If I go over here, if I refresh this one, you can see it's running. Let's back over here, and after that we have to import few things over here in the constructor. So I'm going to write it one by one. So private and form builder, this one, and form builder we need to import it from Angular, this place. And after form builder, the next will be private router, and router we need to import it from Angular route, you can see from here. And the next will be private user services, service, and we are going to import it from user service, this one. From here we are going to import it, as we already explained you, if we are not able to, if you write correctly and if you want to import it from here, you can just need to select this one and just click on it. It will import it from that file, it will add that import automatically. Okay, and after that import, there's a next is private snackbar service, and snackbar service we need to import this one also. After snackbar service, the next will be public and dialog reference, and it should be mat dialog reference, this one. We also import this one from mat dialog reference, you can see from here. And in this we have to pass the sign up component, this component, and after that we have to write ngx service, ngx ui loader service, this one we need to import. After that we have to just save this one, and inside this ng on it we have to write this dot sign up form, and we have to pass this one, this dot form builder. We have to group we have to create the form. So different fields we need. So name, first field name will be name, and null we are going to pass, and we are going to put some validations here. So validators, this one we need to import dot required. So let me show you the which validators and from where we are going to import it. You can see from here form builder we are going to import form builder, form group, and validator. These things we are importing from Angular forms. After that we also need to validate the pattern of this one. So here you have to put comma and you have to write validator dot pattern, this one, and here we have to write global constant, this one we need to import. So if I go a little bit up, you can see this is imported from this place, global constant, and dot name regex we need to pass this one. In the same way we have to pass it for others, so just put comma and email, and after that null, and validator dot required validators dot pattern, we have to pass this one, global constant dot email regex this one, comma, let me move a little bit up, and after that we have to need contact number, and it should be of null first, validators dot required comma validators dot pattern global constant dot contact email number regex, and after that we have password, and it should be of null type, and validator dot required, we need to pass this one, and confirm password we have, not this one, confirm password, and it should be null, and validator required. Okay, and after this the next like whenever the new password new password or password and confirm password, those two matches, then we have to return true, else we have to return false. So there's a validation required, so validate submit, this method we are going to create. If this dot, let me move a little bit up, okay, this dot sign up form dot controls and password dot value is not equals to this dot sign up form dot controls, and in this we have to pass confirm password dot value, this one. In that case we need to return true, like we have to disable the button, and in else condition we are going to return false, like we are enable that button, and just save this one. After that we have to write a method, so handle submit means whenever someone clicking on submit button, so we have to call the APIs. So for that we are going to create a method, let me press enter. So this first we are going to display the loader, so ng start this one, and var form data, and this dot sign up form dot value, and where data we are going to create it of this one, and here we are going to pass name, form data dot name, email, form data dot email, contact number, form data dot contact number, password, form data dot password, this one. This dot user services dot sign up and data dot subscribe, this one. So subscribe basically whenever we get the response from the API, and we are going to get it from there. So for that we are using this one, and response, if we are going to get it any response, and let me press enter here, and this dot ngx service dot stop, so we need to stop the loader, so whenever we get response from our API, or dialog reference we also need to close. So this dialog, this is a dialog, right, as a pop-up this will be open, so we also need to close that one. So for that we are going to write this message, and this dot response message, and whatever the message we are going to get it in response, we are going to pass this message, this dot Snackbar services We are going to display the message. For that region, we are going to call the Snackbar services. In that, there is one method open in Snackbar, and we are going to pass whatever the message we are going to get it. So response messages, and we just don't want to display anything like error or something. So we are going to just pass the double quotes, and this dot navigate. So this dot router dot navigate URL. So it will navigate to that particular same page. So we are just going to put it like this, and there is a maybe chance that any error occurs, so we also need to handle that, right? So for that purpose, we are going to write this one error. If any error occur, in that case we need to call this one. So this dot ngx service dot stop, in that case we also need to stop the running. And if error dot error, not this one, error comma dot message, if this is exist, so in that case we are going to display that message. Response message is equals to, we have to just copy paste this part, and in else condition, this dot response message is equals to global, from global constant we are going to pass the generic error, like something went wrong, please try again later. And this dot snack or outside of this one, Snackbar services dot open Snackbar, and we are going to this dot response message and global constant dot error. This one we need to pass it. Just save this one. So our backend APIs are also connected. So how this one is connected? So let's say if from HTML page someone click on this button, so it will going to call this get all the data from our form, and it will going to hit the API. So it will call this method, and in this method we are going to pass all the data, and it will return whatever the value it get it from that API to this place. And if everything goes well, so it will go to this method. If something goes wrong, so it will go this method, and it will behave according to that, whatever the response we get. Okay, after that we have to put some CSS also. So here we have to go to the mat, we have to write mat toolbar, this one, and margin 24 px, and width, here we have to write it auto, and margin bottom make it as 10 px, and mat form field padding 5 px we are going to write, mat hint, and that color we need to define, so color should be red. So these are few CSS we need to add over here. So now we are going to HTML part of this project. So I'm going to over here, let's delete this one, and here we have to write mat toolbar, and here we have to define the color. So color primary we are going to use, so primary, press enter, and mat toolbar raw, and this one fx layout out, and here we have to write raw, and there's a span we have to write, and sign up we have to write, and we have to also put little space. So span class special we have created in global CSS, and after that we have to put a button so that close this particular method, form or dialog you can say. So mat dialog close, and here we have to write mat icon button, mat dialog close, this one, and here we have to write mat icon Yeah, but right. Let's save this and let's see what we are able to see. Let's go over here. Let me click on sign up. You can see there's a sign up is written over here, and here you can see this is close button. You can see over here. If I click on that button, you can see the dialog called form has been closed. So let's go back to the coding place. What we are doing? Yeah, here start, and now we have to go below at this place, and here we have to write mat dialog and content, and here we have to write class mat typography, and here we have to create the form, and form group will be grouped with sign up form which we have created, sign up form. So this will be connected with this one, this form we have created, right? So with that, this one is connected. Okay, and from inside this we are going to create few divs to make it as like to make this form responsive. So div fx flex fx layout and column mat field rinse standard, and fx flex, press enter, mat label, and here we have to write name, whatever the name of this particular field. After that we have to put input, and input type should be mat input, and form, let me close this one. So form control name is equals to name, and it should be of required type. And we also need to display the errors if we face anything we want to display. So if a field does not contain any value, in that case we need to display the error. So mat error, and inside this we have to write star ng if sign up form dot controls dot name dot touched, and sign up form dot controls dot name dot invalid. So in that two cases we need to display the different messages. So span star ng if, and we have to write sign up form dot controls dot name dot errors dot required. This field is mandatory, we need to display this message. And let me copy paste this same span, and we will do little modification. So instead of required, so we have to write pattern, and this field is invalid, we have to display this message. Okay, let me, if you want to make it as form required, okay, and one field has been complete, like created, we have created. If I go over here, if I click on sign up, you can see the field here. You can see this field in mandatory. If I leaving that if I write something different, so you can see if I write plus, so this field is invalid because we does not expecting in the name it should contain plus or any symbol, other symbols. So it means it's validation and name is everything is working as expected. So let me copy this part of the code, and let me put little bit of space and paste it over here, and let me change little bit in this one. So contact number, we have to write it over here, and the name of this, the next. Okay, so first After that we are going to display the contact number, so just copy this one, and we have to change in the form controller name this one, and everywhere you are seeing the name, right? Select that, change it, this place and this place also. So 1 2 3 4 5 places you have to change the name to the contact number. And after that the next field is email, I think. Yeah, so we are going to copy and paste it over here again, and we are going to copy the email, and I'm going to change it over here. 1 2 3 4 5, the variable we have connected, and now we have to change the label, so I make it as email. And this field is also completed. Now the next field is related to password, hiding and showing the password. So I'm just going to copy paste it again over here. I'm going to write a password, and there will be little bit different because we have to hide and display the password as per user input. So the validation will be, we don't need this one. First of all, we are going to remove this part, and this will be field will be only required one. We also need to change this into password. Let's make it as small, p should be small. Let's copy this one and paste it over here and here also. So material, this one error will be visible whenever like it is touched and invalid, but we are going to display only whenever this was is required is giving us error. Okay, so after that we have to control write the name, and it should be of type. We also need to define the type of this one. So type is equals to password. So by default it will hide the password, and after required we have to write like this: type is equals to password, and then question mark and single quotes and password. After single quotes this one, and we have to write text and save this one. And then we have to put a button after input field. So let's put a button. So button, and the type will be button, and after button, so mat icon button, mat suffix, and whenever we click on that it should be password and equals not password, this one like this. And we have to write atr dot arial dot dash label, and here we have to pass the hide password, double quote single quote hide password. And outside of this, 1 second, yep, we just need to write the same here. So attr dot aria. Okay, here we just write one more L, remove that one, and dash pressed. Then we have to just write password. Just save this one and let's check it out. Okay, we are getting some kind of error. So let me check it out why we are getting this error. Sign up. Okay, password errors required. So here after text we missed this one, single quotes. So if I save this one now you can see error has been removed. So now we also need to display a button over here. So let's press enter. Let's move a little bit this side, and here we have to display button or icon, you can icon. So icon, and here we have to close this one, and in this we have to write like this: and here we have to write password and question mark and single quotes visibility underscore off and single quotes visibility, and remove this off part and just save this. And if I go to the browser and if I try to access this one, refresh this one again, and if I go over here, you can see the password. If I write 123 and if I want to show this, you can see I'm able to see this. Let's close this one, get back over here, and after that we have to just copy paste this one line of the code and paste it in the bottom of this place and save this. And you have to move to the signup component.ts, and from here you have to just change this part. So P should be capital, so make it as a capital and just save this one and get back of this place, and also copy this name, or sorry, is this name you have to copy, both are same, so we can use same name. Just paste it over here, and here we have to write confirm password, and here we need to, let's extend this one little bit big, and here we need to change the confirm password, and we also need to change it at this place, and we also need to change at this places confirm password. This place also we need to change, and in the errors we also need to change, so just change these places. And after that we also need to display a hint, like if new password or confirm password does not match, in that case we need to display error. So mat hint and star ng if equals to validate submit, this method we need to call, and not this one submit form, sign up form dot controls dot confirm password dot invalid, this one. So we need to display message, so span new password and confirm password does not match. So after that let's save this and let's test it out. So if I go over here, if I write 123 and if I touch and move, this field is mandatory. If I write 12, let me show you, and you can see we are getting the message. If I write 3, error has been removed. If I write 4, it will give the same error. So it means that it's working fine. Let's back over here. Now we have to put here buttons to submit the form. So for that I'm going to write mat dialog actions and align, and we'll write a end, and here we have to write button and mat raised action, sorry, button, and here we have to color should be primary and type should be submit. And here when we click on this button, so it should handle submit, and we have to call the method submit button method. And in few cases we also need to disable this button. So first case will be validate submit, and in the second case the form should be dirty or invalid, sorry. In that case we need to disable this. So sign up form, let's close this bracket, sign up form dot valid and sign up form dot dirty, press enter, mat icon, and here we have to write save, sign up, and after this we have to write a button mat is button color warn mat dialog, close, mat icon, cancel, and here we have to write close. Just save this. Let me go over here. Let me click on sign up, and here you can see form has been created. Sign up button is also visible. Right click on this, open inspect, go to the network, and we are going to hit our first API from Frontend. Okay, so let's write here name, contact number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1, and email address we have to write, so user@email.com. So contact number, email, both are dummy. These are not connected with any user. 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, and let me show you. You can see, and I'm going to hit the API. So I'm going to click on sign up. You can see sign up successfully message we are able to see, and we also have seen the loader. So if I go to this one, you can see the payload, you can see the contact number, email address we have sent to the backend, name we have sent to the backend, and the password. And whatever the response we get, we are also going to see over here. So you can see, and the loader was also visible. So whenever the HTTP does not get the response, in that case the loader was there. So let's stop this one and let's try to hit another API again, because our backend services is down. So in this case, if I try to hit any API, so what will happen? Let's test it out. Let me click on sign up. You can see it's keep loading. Something went wrong, please try again. Error message is visible. So now if I go to the database, I can able to see only one user here which we have added, and this was added by the admin. So previously we added it. So you can see this one we have added when our servers were up and running. So it means that our sign up APIs are working fine as expected. So this is all about sign up part of Cafe Management System project. In upcoming videos, we are going to work with more pages, login, forget password, and other pages of this project. So stay tuned with us. Please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.